Hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome today to another Sherlock Holmes episode, where I will be solving the third case in Crimes and Punishment, which is called the Bloodbath. And apparently, it's the longest one. Hi.
Holmes, what happened?
I feel deathly.
And you look it. Let me examine you. Please don't tell me that you've returned to your old habits. The pupil is dilated.
Oh no, he took drugs.
The temperature appears to be normal. I need to concentrate and count the heartbeats. A weak pulse, around 50 beats per minute.
Oh,
But you're dying, Holmes. Your pulse rate is dropping. We need to get you to the hospital immediately.
The antidote. Give it to me.
The antidote? You mean that you're poisoned?
poison.
Now.
Why would he poison
Please.
himself?
Here, drink it all. Don't tell me that you did this to yourself.
Hemlock and Datura. I was compelled to.
Holmes, imagine if I'd not returned home when I did. What might have happened?
I knew that you would.
Oh, yeah, you knew. Sure, you.
Mr. Holmes, Inspector Lestrade is here to see you.
Mr. Holmes is unable to see anyone at the moment. He is unwell.
A good day, Inspector.
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to find you
Well.
here. I need your help. This is a strange one. We have brought in two young bankers from the city, sons of lords, members of the chamber, and so on and so forth. They were found stranded in a rowing boat that was drifting on the Thames.
A romantic escapade with an unhappy ending, Lestrade.
What? Well, yes, they were both in the bath, but... what?
As I said,
And they were tied together.
you are lacking in imagination, Inspector.
Well, no, I'm not. Anyway, there was a banner flapping about in the boat with the RMS Oceanic printed on it and signed by the Merry Men.
The Oceanic. Isn't that the largest steamer ever built?
Yes. And these two young banker chaps are sons of the owners of the White Star Line, the company that built it. There are rumours of corruption.
I'm not interested in politics, Lestrade.
I'll keep it then. Here's another one that's a bit more complex and maybe to your liking.
Oh.
It's a murder, but we're unable to find any weapon. We haven't touched anything. It's at the Roman Baths in Strand Lane.
A murder, a vanishing weapon, the Roman baths. That's for us. Watson, fetch your hat.
All right. Uber.
Beautiful place.
With a dreadful murder. The body of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe is still in the steam room. It has not been touched, per your usual instructions, Mr. Holmes. I shall be waiting for you here, but please hurry.
Who are
Are
the
you able to
suspects?
identify the men who were with the victim in the steam room?
Yes. The manager of the bath, Sir Gregory Pitkin, a lad from the city council, Garrow, and an archaeologist by the name of Blinkhorn. I think the plump one, Garrow, did it. He doesn't seem right in the head.
Well, we shall see. You found no murder weapon?
No, and that's why I called you. All three witnesses and the victim were locked in when the murder occurred, and they remained so until we got here. We even had to pick the lock to enter.
I see.
Strange.
Was there anyone else here, apart from those gentlemen in the steam room?
Yes, a Mr. Phillips. He was the one who called the police. He'll be able to give you more details. Any progress, Mr. Holmes?
So, what can you tell me?
Good day to you, Mr. Phillips. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my colleague, Dr. Watson. Would you be so kind as to answer our questions?
Certainly, sir.
Show yourself. Light ring. Lives alone. Too real. Shiny boat. Manchester.
Please tell us the chain of events from the start of your day. Everything that you can remember. The slightest detail may be of importance.
Detail.
Well, sir, I came in at 6:30 this morning, and I opened the baths. I made sure that the room was clean, and I prepared the towels. The brazier was still burning.
There was a fire burning all night.
Yes, Sir Gregory ordered me to light the brazier yesterday. It takes some time until the room is fully heated. The gentleman had a meeting
but
at 9 o'clock this
all
morning.
night?
I wanted everything to be perfect. They'd been in the steam room for 20 minutes when I suddenly heard shouting. I ran to the door, but it was closed. I couldn't open it.
Because
So
you
I
locked
ran
them
out
in.
to the street to call for the police. One constable came up, and then there were others, and they picked the lock. Then Inspector Lestrade came along, and he told us that nothing should be touched.
Did you receive any other visitors this morning?
No one. Until these gentlemen arrived. Sir Gregory was the first. And then, while we were discussing work details, Sir Rodney and Mr. Blinkhorn arrived, and Mr. Garrow followed.
What happened after that?
I waited until they'd all entered the steam room, then I returned to the hall. The changing room door was open, so I should hear if they needed anything.
You would have heard if someone had entered or left the steam room.
Certainly, sir. These doors make a lot of noise.
What should we do next, Holmes?
The steam room's on the other side, Mr. Holmes.
Exitus.
These
No.
clothes belong to one of the suspects from the steam room. Clothes belonging to one of the suspects. An ice bucket to keep the champagne chilled. Champagne for a special occasion. Unopened, it was intended to be enjoyed after the steam session.
Steam and alcohol. Why does it sound like not a good idea?
Expensive clothes belonging to one of the men from the steam room.
Gentlemen.
Good Lord, Holmes.
Ah, death with a peculiarly Roman piquancy.
Like the one
The
you almost had an hour ago.
The
let us
fuck are
forget
you
about
talking
that.
about?
There was only one hit from the weapon. pierced the right eye straight through to the brain. Death would have been instantaneous.
Ooh. Yikes.
The wound should not have bled so profusely. This pool is rather large. Some dirt or earth. I'll take a sample.
Dirty man.
Look, Watson. He was wearing a ring. He very likely removed it before the steam session.
The death is very recent, between 30 minutes to 1 hour ago.
I think we have found all that we can here, taking into consideration the abysmal lighting. Constable, we have finished with the body.
Well, that was fast.
We don't have many leads here.
What concerns me is that we still have to find the murder weapon.
Mr. Holmes?
Please have the body removed without disturbing anything else in the room.
All right, Mr. Holmes.
I was wondering, Holmes, it's fairly reckless to carry out a murder inside a closed chamber. Why do you suppose they did it?
There are a great many possibilities. The murderer was in a hurry. Or he is an artist. Or a ghost. Or he wanted to ensure that I'd be brought in on the case.
Probably the latter. You are ridiculous. Do you know that?
I should check this blood sample at Baker Street.
Okay.
This key was covered in blood. I should ask Phillips about it.
How did he see that in there?
The grid cannot be removed.
Mr. Holmes? It's horrible. I can't talk at the moment.
I'm in shock. I don't want to talk.
Ooh.
Blood traces wiped on the towel.
Why though? Are you hiding
It's
something,
horrible.
mister?
So Rodney is dead. Can't we speak about it somewhere else?
With the steam on, I'm unable to see even a few feet away. G. Newell and Sons, steam specialists, Seattle, WA.
Glasses.
One lens is cracked, probably due to the temperature of the brazier. These lenses are for myopia. The wearer is short-sighted.
Why would you put your glasses on a pile of coal burning?
The brazier is still burning. The heat here is extreme. It is too hot. I cannot reach into it. I will need something to pick up this melted metal. The weapon is nowhere to be found.
Why am I suddenly in first person?
Mr. Holmes, I should like to take the suspects to the yard. You can interrogate them there. Any objections?
None, Lestrade. How many people have keys to the steam room?
We have just the one key for now, which Sir Gregory gave to me.
So, this morning you opened the steam room, and then?
I put the key inside my desk, but when they called, I couldn't find it. It had disappeared. I don't know where it is.
Did you leave the baths at any time, or receive any visitors?
No, sir, I did not.
Hold up.
You are not telling the truth, Mr. Phillips. You left your work this morning, and you went to the post office, where you dispatched a telegram at around 7:30.
But how could you... No,
The telegram was for someone in Manchester.
Mr. Holmes, it's I'll tell you everything. I left the baths at 7:20. My sister wrote to me yesterday, and she needed a reply, or our mother is unwell. I was away for 20 minutes, and I closed the baths on my way out.
Did you receive a reply from your sister?
No, she wasn't meant to. I just told her to pawn my old school uniform so that she could pay for the medication.
Did you check to see if the key was still in your desk when you returned?
No, I didn't. Please, Mr. Holmes, don't tell the police about this. Sir Gregory would give me the sack. I need this job.
I see. There is a bottle of champagne on ice in the changing room. Do you have any idea who left it there?
There is? Are you quite certain? I didn't pay any attention. Do you believe that it's important?
The fuck?
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
Okay. Can go interrogate the suspects. Trainers. Okay. Alright. Whoa. What is here?
This area serves as Sir Rodney Bentcliffe's workshop.
Okay.
This area
Yeah. What do we have here? Photo negatives. There's one miss.
It is a glass plate negative of an Egyptian statue. A glass plate negative is missing. Glass plate negatives, a remarkable method for recording ancient civilizations.
Anything else? No.
Archaeological findings. Old clay pots with numbers inscribed upon them. I will need these tongs.
Ah! To get the thing from the fire.
Tools used by archaeologists in their research.
Ooh, nice shield. This metal plate, besides its archaeological interest, appears to be a part of something large. At the present moment, I am unable to determine exactly what this might be. Oh, I thought it was a shield. Oh, I see.
A shape has been cut in the plate. What should be done with it?
It's just you just take it with you. What the fuck?
Archaeological findings. Old clay pots with numbers inscribed upon them.
Dear friend, I wish to organize a press conference at the Strand Lane Bar. Next month, 1893, was a remarkable year for my work in Egypt, but now it is time to set my focus upon English archaeology. To shine the light on our national treasures and reveal them to the public. I would like to see as many journalists as possible in attendance to record this event and record it favorably if we treat them well enough. I should like to recall my old friendship with Lord Blackmore and use the special funds of the Royal Archaeological Institute for this event. Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. Okay, Bentcliffe. There are few among us, among us, oh no, who could claim any degree of unfamiliarity with the name of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. He's a gentleman who possesses the wealth, notoriety, and the vigor to well match the finest of his ilk abound in England. His intellect is equal to his charms. As has oft been declared by the young ladies of the European aristocracy. He holds powerful connections within the Lord's Chamber and carries an influence inside the political world. There are those who would call him unforgiving authoritarian. We should rather say that Sir Rodney is determined and ambitious. His presence at any archaeological site can only mean success for all concerned. Miraculous reopening for the Strand Lane Roman baths excavation, do you say? The research efforts were about to be halted when a savior arrived in the form of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. Sir Rodney has taken over immediate control of the excavation, claiming that the site holds a key to a great mystery. We pledge to upgrade our readers with all of the exciting news as it develops. Okay, so that's everything here, I think. Whoa. What the
Oh
hell?
my god, are you alright? I wonder how this could have happened.
Yes, it is somewhat treacherous. Fortunately, I am unscathed. To where does this corridor lead?
To the frigidarium, the coal room.
Barely unscathed and by a very small margin. And treacherous is an understatement.
Someone want to kill Holmes?
Those stones weigh tons. We won't move them.
It does not matter. If our investigation requires it, we shall ask for them to be removed.
Oh.
We don't have many leads here.
Frigidarium.
These baths are becoming sinister.
Oh,
The changing room. The steam room. I should analyze this melted metal.
so I have stuff to do at my lab. Oh, hi.
On the sofa for the third time today. Well, don't be surprised if Watson sits on you again.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Is the lady there? Of course she is.
My analysis table. It is useful for my work.
Let's analyze the dirt first, then.
Selenite. Pyrite, otherwise known as fool's gold. White clay particles. Interesting. According to the color and its composition, I deduce that this sample is white clay. Now, I need to find which area near London this sample belongs to. The sample of dirt belongs to the White London clay region, located near the city of St. Albans.
What about the blood?
Let us analyze this blood sample. This blood has not coagulated well. It seems very liquid. That is strange. Let us see what is inside it. Hydrogen peroxide will bring any foreign matter to the surface. Water. This blood is heavily diluted with water.
Okay. I mean, there was steam all around, so...
This is a piece of metal taken from a brazier. It appears to be silver, but I need to be sure. If it is silver, it will be possible to melt it, since silver's melting point is at around 900 degrees Celsius. Let us compare this sample with a silver penny by testing it with acid. If it changes color to match the result of a reaction with a silver coin, then it is silver.
Right.
The reaction is the same red stain. It is silver, Britannia silver quality.
Uh-huh. now we need to talk to the suspects.
A map of London and
Hello.
What should we do next?
Mr. Holmes?
Still, what the fuck?
Good day to you, Mr. Holmes. Mr. Holmes? Good day to you, Mr. Holmes.
lock.
Mr. Holmes, the coroner asked not to be disturbed.
But, oh, here's the... Oh, Pencliffe, Blinkhorn, Garrow, and Pitkin.
This ring was most likely the one that Sir Rodney wore. He removed it before entering the steam room. An Egyptian symbol. It is a very old jewel. I see the join. This ring was repaired, and quite badly too, with silver.
Why on earth would they wear such a ring?
A very pertinent question.
Mm.
An old and rather dirty coin. A hand-drawn map.
Okay.
Rodney Bentcliffe's notebook. It may contain something of interest.
Oh no. Sir, you are banned. Okay, so just torn pages.
The last pages were torn out. We must find a way of retrieving Sir Rodney's last lines. Watson, please prevent anyone from entering the room. But first, fetch me a pencil. To begin with, a few strokes of the pencil will be enough. I don't want to damage the traces. And then to gently smudge the leftover pencil marks with a handkerchief. I'm sure that Watson won't mind if I use his.
Of course it's Watson.
Mr. Holmes, the coroner had... But what are you doing? Tampering with the evidence?
I prefer to make them talk. Today, I almost found it. This date will go down in history. Sir Rodney was about to make an outstanding discovery.
Wonderful.
I could retrieve only the final words. The rest of it is lost. Perhaps the autopsy will assist us in that matter.
I'm not sure that I can allow you to inspect the body now.
I am sure that you must, Constable.
Well...
Nah. The right eyeball has been pierced to the hilt by a curved-bladed knife. The blade cuts through the orbit of the frontal bone, ripping a part of the frontal lobe. and the corpus callosum, after which, completing its trajectory in the cerebellum, caused hemorrhagic lesions. All of these injuries led directly to the death of the individual. The upper lobe of the right lung. There is an old injury filled with an amount of mucus and ciliated debris. It may correspond to a chronic infection by elements likely inhaled in a burial chamber. A decaying mummy, for example, or a dried and decomposing food product intended to accompany the deceased in their grave. I mean, he's an archaeologist, so that checks out. The remainder of the body does not appear to have been damaged.
An ordinary pencil.
Another letter from Pitkin to Mr. Blinghorn. Dear Sir, the interests that I represent require the situation in the baths to be changed for the better. At the present time, the frigidarium excavations remain under your direction, and yet the works have not progressed. You have failed to find anything of value, and we are unable to make the frigidarium accessible to the public. The frigidarium is a valuable asset in the recreation of the Roman bath experience. I urge you to complete your work within the next 2 months. You have this remaining time to conclude your archaeological research and to find yourself another workplace. Ooh. Oh, that's aggressive. Linghorn. Okay.
When Garrow found Sir Rodney dead, he wiped the blood upon himself. A phial with herbs. Do you know what it is, my dear fellow?
It's the St. John's wort flower, Holmes. It's commonly used as a drug against melancholia. However, an overdosage might lead to a rash or even hallucinations.
An embroidered silk handkerchief. A fountain pen with solid gold trim. Sir Gregory Pitkin's visiting card.
Oh, he's vanishing. Oh no. Okay. Let's see the body.
According to the coroner, there were no cardiac problems nor lung congestion, but there were traces of fungus, possibly contracted from the Egyptian tombs. The coroner observed no stomach nor liver disease, if we're to accept that Sir Rodney was an occasional drinker and 63 years of age.
Some light bruising caused by a rope. The bruising is in lines. They were caused by a rope around the waist. Sir Rodney was descending somewhere.
Okay.
An unusual wound, inflicted by a curved knife, which resulted in instant death, as the coroner's report says.
Locked.
Let me in.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Good
So,
day to
who
you,
are
sir.
you?
My name is Sherlock Holmes, and I am assisting the police with their investigation of the murder of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions?
Not at all, Mr. Holmes. My name is Percival Blinkhorn.
Hmm.
What is your occupation?
I'm an archaeologist, specializing in the Roman period. I'm working on several excavation sites at present, including the baths at Strand Lane.
Can you tell me more about the baths?
Well, we're hoping to retrieve a great many interesting artifacts from the site, and to list any items of value before their eventual restoration and exhibition.
And has it been successful?
It has, thanks to Sir Rodney.
So this man led the archaeological excavations in the baths. Then the other one named Pitkin wanted to open the baths for public, I guess, sooner. But who is Pitkin?
What was your relationship with Sir Rodney?
Well, I couldn't say that he was a kind man, no. But he was talented. I felt a great admiration for him, I must say.
Was it your first collaboration?
I had met Sir Rodney briefly once in Egypt, and I'd shared my researches with him. Surprisingly, my work did convince him to come here. He arrived only a couple of months ago.
Surprisingly.
Well, Sir Rodney was, God, a cold man, and so very secretive too. But I learned so much from him. I can't believe that he's dead.
Can you tell me what you saw today?
Well, we entered the steam room and we all went to sit down. The steam was particularly dense, and I didn't see anything much further after that. I just heard Mr. Garrow shouting, but we all ran for the door and bumped into each other. I was very alarmed by this point.
What did you do?
Well, the door was stuck, and with all the steam, it was quite frightening. I was barely able to see my own feet. Garrow was covered in blood.
Do you believe that Garrow killed Sir Rodney?
Oh, no. Garrow couldn't harm a fly.
Can you recall any recent event that would occur to you now as being a little strange?
Well, yesterday we had a small argument.
Is that all?
No. Sir Rodney informed me that he was to attend the London Archaeological Congress with me. Then he advised me of quite the opposite. And rather aggressively, too.
Do you recognize this ring?
Certainly. It's the famous Aswan ring. Sir Rodney brought it back from his last campaign in Egypt.
And he kept it for himself?
Sir Rodney has had his own particular ideas of archaeology.
So he yoinked it.
What can you tell me about Garrow?
Well, he always looks so sad. And he has been acting strangely lately. He complains about voices and visions. I will keep an eye on him because I'm worried.
How well were your researchers progressing before Sir Rodney's arrival?
Rather well.
Or was they? Were they?
This letter reveals that Sir Gregory was prepared to put a stop to your work.
Yes. But since Sir Rodney's arrival, he had calmed down. He allowed us to work. I'm not sure what they agreed on.
What will happen now that Sir Rodney is dead?
Well, I haven't thought about that. But if it's needed, I will fight to defend Sir Rodney's expectations.
We discovered some melted silver in the brazier. Did you put it there?
No. Silver, you say? No, I don't know how it got there.
Did you place the bottle of champagne in the changing room?
No, I did not.
Okay. User.
Please
sus.
escort this suspect for interrogation. Good day to you, Sir Gregory. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the murder that took place this morning. Would you mind answering a few questions?
Tell me, Mr. Holmes, will I need to stay here for very much longer?
Wow, you are rude.
You are the manager of the baths, is that
Oh,
correct?
nice.
Yes, I'm passionate about archaeology. I wanted to restore the ruins. My ambition is to open the baths to the public. Living archaeology can be a profitable business, although now I'm not so sure.
I see. When do you wish to begin using the baths?
When the archaeological researches are over, I will be free to complete the restoration. It is the usual process.
Okay, so he wanted to quicken the archaeological findings so he could open the baths earlier and make a profit.
What was your relationship with Sir Rodney Bentcliffe?
We were not particularly close. He had an unpleasant temperament, suspicious, authoritarian, unkind. People possessed by genius may be forgiven for their nature, but not by me.
Was he obstructive?
Not at all. Everything he did led us to greater success. He helped us increase the potential of the building.
Please tell me what happened this morning.
The test that we performed this morning was a success. The steam was working well. But then, of course, that awful murder.
What did you see?
The steam was too thick to see anything. But ask Garrow. He saw the body first.
Had Sir Rodney exhibited any recent strange behavior?
Look, I'm not a suspicious fellow, but I think that he had professional interests elsewhere that he did not wish us to know about.
Why should you think that? Where?
I have no idea. But after all, it was not my business.
How was the work progressing before Sir Rodney's arrival?
Rather slowly, I would say.
How was the...
Rather slowly, I would say.
Slowly, I see.
Sir Gregory, could you please explain this letter? You expressed the wish to call off the research work at the baths.
It was all about Blinkhorn. He was merrily digging away and taking very little care about it, ruining everything and finding nothing of any value.
But the arrival of Sir Rodney changed your mind?
Sir Rodney's work was extremely promising, and it was good for the bath's publicity. So yes, I changed my mind.
Are you aware that Mr. Garrow is under a form of medication?
Garrow? No, but I never liked that parasite.
Do you believe him to be capable of murder?
Well, he did have blood on him. Does that make him a murderer?
Some melted silver was found inside the steam room brazier. Do you know where it came from?
Silver? No.
Did you bring a bottle of champagne to the baths?
Absolutely not. Sir Rodney did, I think.
But we can't ask him that. Blinkhorn's work was saved by the arrival of Sir Rodney, but at a high cost to his morale. Or Blinkhorn's work was saved by the arrival of Sir Rodney. He was thankful for the possibility of their working together, the chance of learning from him.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. A good day to you. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the murder of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions?
I am Tristram Garrow.
He's totally out of it.
What is your occupation?
I am a councillor at the district chamber.
And what were you doing at the baths?
Well, I follow the researches. I am interested in archaeology.
You follow them?
Yes. So many things happened and we need to know. Or perhaps it's better hidden.
I beg your pardon, Mr. Garrow.
I meant nothing by that. I apologise.
Fuck.
What was it like to work with Sir Rodney?
It was like working with a genius. He was a hard man, but then you know this world is hard. There are always people who want to steal from you. And he trusted me, but oh.
Are you feeling unwell?
Oh, I'm sorry. It is I. I remember. Oh, I feel so sorry.
Do you need anything?
I feel bad. I hear. No, nothing. I'm better now.
Please try to recall what you saw today.
The room was so hot. I had to remove my glasses. I was not feeling so very well in there.
But you found the body.
I saw the knife, you know, flying through the air. I saw the blood. I tried to escape. I don't remember.
You saw the knife? What did it look like?
Everything was as if in a nightmare. It all happened so fast. The knife was shining like gold.
Had Sir Rodney exhibited any recent strange behaviour?
Well, he had been rather secretive these past few days. Last Thursday, for example, I saw him leave. When he returned, it was very late. He showed me some wet coins, Roman coins, and he started to laugh. His ring! Oh, it should be destroyed.
Why do you say that?
It is a cursed ring, digging dark secrets.
Really?
It is after me now. I know it. I shouldn't have worked on it in the workshop. It's too late now. This is the coin that he showed me. It is from the 3rd century.
It must be very rare.
No, I don't know. Thank you. Thank you. This will help me to calm down.
Do be careful with the dosage.
I will.
I mean it.
He's a junkie.
We discovered some melted silver in the brazier. Did you put it there?
It didn't help. The power is too strong.
What?
Did you place the bottle of champagne in the changing room?
What? No.
Garrow appears to be rather mentally disturbed. Either that or he is a good actor.
Hmm. Okay. Do we have a next? Search archives. 1893 in Egypt. Bencliffe's mummy. The great excavation in Aswan has taken over 3 years. Sir Rodney Bencliffe directed the archaeological work. A mummy was found with an enucleated eye and both in an unusual position. The right hand was tense as if reaching out for something or to someone. The mummy was buried upright. She has been named the Desperate Mummy due to her very peculiar characteristics. Nearby could be read in Latin, "By the eye he was punished for what he saw, for he saw what he was not worthy." The mummy is believed to be Roman rather than Egyptian. Some symbols found in the tomb are in common with the Mithraic mysteries.
Here it is.
By the eye he was punished, for he saw that he was not worthy. Dreadful.
A map of London and the surrounding area.
Hmm. Why would Sir Rodney be hiding anything? Could his discovery be the motive for the crime? The last expedition. Find out where Sir Rodney was several days before his murder. Uncover his precious secret.
I'm always wondering what's on your mind.
Now we have 2 maps. We must combine them properly.
Oh,
Watson, pack your bag. We are visiting a location in St. Albans marked on Sir Rodney's map.
let's go.
This archaeological site has been abandoned. Why did Bentcliffe come here? This is the map of the site. We are at the heart of an old Roman city.
Followers of Mithras were covered, worshipping more conventional deities such as Juno or Neptune in their everyday lives. Mithras temples were usually found below the temples of other gods. Mithras followers often referred to their traditional deities to gain passage to the Mithraeum. The example of the Mithraeum of Dio in France is interesting, as the entrance was located beneath a carved statue of Dio. This entrance was possibly revealed by a clever stone and rope mechanism, which may never have been discovered if the water infiltration had not destroyed the mechanism, opening the way down to the Mithraeum. Mithraic temples can be found in Rome, Ostia, Numidia, Dalmatia, Britain, and along the Rhine-Danube frontier, while being somewhat less common in Greece, Egypt, and Greece, Egypt, and Syria. And the empty coconuts that they used to imitate the sound of horses' hooves. Another strange ritual for the old gods to keep the evil spirits away. The people, feeling that the dark eye was upon them, would melt their valuables in the fire. Ooh. Sub-Saharan tribes burned fruits, and the rich Roman families spared no expense melting silver or tin. Aha! It is not recorded if such valuable offerings were thrown away with the ashes or if they were used at a later date. So this seems like an occult murder. The knife used by Mithras for the Tauroctony, the sacrifice of the bull, is originally a curved sacrificial blade of Persian origin. Its curve can be formed from 5 to 15 degrees. The name is derived from the Persian shamshir, which means sword. This radically curved sword family includes the Shamshir, Scimitar, Talvar, Kilish, Pulvar, and Mongol saber. The myth of the golden knife is the key to the Mithraic mysteries that some describe as an equivalent to the Holy Grail. The golden knife carries a curse that will spill the blood of the unworthy who would dare to touch it. Yeah, so there's like these myths which the murderer used to commit the murder. Casting mode. The cult of Mithras was a mysterious religion practiced within the Roman Empire from around the 1st to 4th century AD. The name of the Persian god Mithra, adapted by the Greek as Mithras, was linked with a new and distinctive imagery. Worshippers of Mithras had a complex system of 7 grades of initiation, with ritualistic meals. Initiates would meet in the underground temples, called Mithraea, that were retained in large numbers. Iconic scenes of Mithras show him as being born from a rock and slaughtering a bull.
The door has been left open. Someone did not care or was in haste. The Cyclops, a one-eyed creature helping Vulcan at the forge. Vulcan, the god of fire and metalworking. Construction hooks. Construction hooks. It is a broken statue of a bull. It is a statue of Minerva. Neptune, the god of the sea. This is the map of the site. We are at the heart of an old Roman city. The gastrofrates were used with ropes and hooks for sieges.
What? Dear Lord Blackmore, the manager of the baths, Sir Gregory Pitkin, was quite a nuisance at the start when I arrived. After you stepped in, he became rather more helpful. Occasionally, people of his rank are not well suited to a work of such great magnitude. They lack the necessary wish. In a few weeks' time, I hope to bring good news of the Strand Lane baths. I am on the verge of discovering a major archaeological artifact. One that might be used politically by our party to demonstrate the strength of our ancestors. and fulfill the need to protect our empire from any present and future threats. Kind regards, Sir Rodney Ben. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, so he has an agenda in the political party of this lord. So Pitkin feels rather uncomfortable postponing the public opening of the Roman baths because of Sir Rodney. He was angry because of this. Or Pitkin expects to receive much of value from Sir Rodney's research. The work will increase the bath's renown and popularity. I guess that's what he said. Calvin, Hobbes and you consider yourselves as being so smart and funny. I had a good laugh when you froze Miss Durkin's notes about the Arch of Adrian in the ice. However, our thesis exams are just ahead, and as you are the so-called brain of your improbable duo, I have to warn you that my Gastrafet's model, not the ancient Greek crossbow, and not the medical device to relieve constipated people, the fuck, as you might have thought, it's not to be touched, or else I'll have to inform Mr. Wormwood about everything you've done past 2 years. I ate Hobbs' tuna sandwich. A spit. Who is that?
This is a reproduction of an ancient Greek crossbow. The gastrofets were used with ropes and hooks for sieges.
Okay.
This railway is used to remove rubble from the site.
Aluminium.
This wall was covered with mud recently. What could be hidden here?
You mean I can
This
make
wall was covered.
I need to scrub it. I need to play the power wash simulator with it. Ooh. What do we have here?
excavating tools, a bucket, shovel, and brush. I don't need the ropes for now.
How can I use the thing I got to scrub the wall? Yeah, a trowel. It's called a trowel. Okay, so there's obviously something in the Frigidarium.
I can see now. Frigidarium. It is located at the Roman Baths in London. Someone took the time to hide the fresco, but what for? I need to visit this place.
Okay. Now let's analyze the pieces.
There are 12 pieces here. Let's try to gather them.
Oh,
I will count this piece as a starting point.
okay. Oh, I see. This is gonna need a big brain time. I think this one is correct. No. I need this one here, I think. But it's no. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. I need something with the triangle bottom. This piece is triangle bottom. Would then need to be rotated like this. Does it work? Seems like it does. Okay, so these four are correct. This one is like... Okay, so this is a triangle. I need a weird thing. Which is it this thing? Yeah, it's this thing. Yeah. There's nothing on the bottom though. I see. Which means it's this one. Yeah, that seems like it. Yeah. I need to this one. But rotate it like no, that's not the one. Oh, this thing. No, I need something that doesn't have anything at the bottom. Which is like this thing, but that's what I tried, right? Where is the last piece that has nothing on the bottom? It's here. Okay, so I need something like... No, this is wrong. I need this one. What do I need? I need... like a rectangle hole. Yeah, that's it. So these two should be like this. Yeah. Now it's only the top part. Just like triangle. This one. Yep. This one here. This and like this.
It is a mold, and it is ready for casting.
Ha! Big brain.
The mold is prepared for casting. We just need to fill it with certain material. Sir Rodney has made a reconstruction of the mythical golden knife. He seemed unafraid of maledictions, and yet... Half a glass of water should be enough to create a plaster solution.
The forbidden yogurt.
Now let us see what we have here.
This knife is very similar to that described by the coroner as the weapon that killed Sir Rodney.
You should not leap to any hasty conclusions, Watson.
The mold was used to create the murder weapon. Okay. But was it though? Broken glasses. Need to search more. Okay, so I need to go to the frigid area.
Mr. Holmes, we've cleared the corridor to the Frigidarium. You can visit it now.
Thank you, Mr. Phillips.
All these events are bad for the baths. And my job.
It seems like I can connect something. But what? Hmm. Yeah, I think it's like this. Okay, so what do we have here? No button. But I can't go in. What do we have here?
Perhaps I could find some clues by activating the flagstones. A hidden sign.
Oh, what is this? Is there something here as well? No. Shh. One-eyed face.
A hidden symbol.
Uh-huh.
A symbol. Now I have all the clues to help me find where these symbols are leading. All I need is imagination.
Oh no, not imagination.
The signs are pointing to this bust.
Okay.
What is this place?
I am
Oh,
unsure,
Watson came
but
with a
everything
lot.
points to the fact that it was the last place visited by Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. We are approaching the end of this mystery.
Are we though?
A broken glass plate. What is it doing here? I should examine it at Baker Street. How very peculiar. An ice maker.
Why would Sir Rodney have brought such a device here?
Take it with you, of course.
Mithras, the god, clothed in Anatolian costume and wearing a Phrygian cap, killing the bull.
Also, he found the.
This fresco resembles either a ladder or a hierarchy.
Oh.
The fire casts a shadow upon the floor.
Ooh.
That is the symbol of Neptune, the god of the sea. The pillar collapsed a long time ago.
Okay, but the. Oh, it's the thing. The thing I thought it was a shield.
It resembles a bull. It is very similar to the face of Mithras.
Okay, let's hold it on here.
This shadow seems to represent a bridge. The shadows show us the way to go. We will find Mithras after Neptune, the bull, and the bridge. A shovel, not from the Roman era. We cannot go any further. Mummified bodies. We're in some type of catacomb. Mummified bodies. We're in some type of catacomb. Mummy.
Sorry, mum. Sorry.
Mummified.
Why is there a tomb under a Roman bath?
These baths are becoming sinister.
Okay. Let's analyze the glass pane. Yeah.
Done. Watson, could you please use this negative and your photographic equipment to process the photograph?
What do we
Thank you,
have
Watson.
here?
Now I must use reagents to develop the photograph.
Oh. Ice cream in the desert. We are indebted to the Romans who developed the technique.
Ice cream. Sir Rodney. Another archaeologist, most probably. Salt. Ice cream. Ice. The pyramids of Giza in Egypt. Ice cream in the desert. We are indebted to the Romans who developed the technique.
So that's it. Salt and crushed ice may help to create ice cream.
Uh-huh. Presence of water is due to the humid atmosphere caused by the steam. Or the presence of water in the blood is an unexplained clue. It must be somehow linked to the murder process. Check if we can create a silver knife with the materials found. Okay.
Let us try to create an object from silver by using the mold. It will take a minute to melt the silver with my gas burner. Done. Now I can proceed further.
That was a fast minute. Suspect.
The mold is hot. I should wait for it to cool down. Done. Now I can proceed further.
Aha.
A homemade silver knife. Excellent. We have created a knife with the silver that we found. It could have been used to kill Sir Rodney.
It was extremely clever to create a weapon that could dissolve at the scene of the crime.
Very clever. The murderer hid the weapon in the clouded steam room. He then placed the knife in the brazier in order to destroy it, which resulted in the melted silver that we found. Okay. Search the tunnels, but did I not search enough?
A sack of crude salt.
Come on. Someone was experimenting with the Roman method of ice production. Check if an ice knife can be created with the materials found. Ooh. Interesting.
If I wish to shape the ice knife, then I need to pour water inside the mold. Ice, salt, and then the mixing. It should be elementary. We need to reach -20 degrees Celsius to fully freeze the water inside the mold. Before beginning, I must remember that I have enough ice and salt for no more than 4 attempts. Ice. A block of ice. I think that ice should...
Holmes, look. The temperature is reducing.
Ice. A block of...
Uh-huh.
Ice, salt, and then the mixing. We cannot be making it correctly. Let us try again and be precise with the timing.
Timing.
If I wish to ice before
Holmes, look. The temperature is reducing.
Excellent. Now we must check to ensure that it is adequately frozen. An ice weapon for a cold-blooded murder. An ice knife. A surprising and yet a very brilliant idea.
It's the perfect weapon. It enables one to kill a man and then it melts. The only trace it leaves is a small puddle on the ground.
Ooh, side jumping. Oh. What can we talk about this?
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. The paintings in the baths are focused on Mithras, I understand.
Yes, they are what make this place remarkable.
And that is why Sir Rodney came here?
He believed that the golden knife, which is an ancient ritual item, was hidden somewhere around the baths. I admit that it would be wonderful if it were true.
And you are not concerned by the reputation of this artifact?
You mean the curse? Before someone is dead, it is a blessing. After they are dead, well, then it becomes a curse.
Fun.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. What can you tell me about Mithras?
Oh, so much. It was the core of our work. Why do you ask?
Were you seeking the golden knife?
Ah, I see you are an amateur. Yes, the golden knife was our grail. It is said that it bears the only text explaining the ritual of the cult of Mithras.
I understand. I read something about immortality.
A myth. The knife would provide immortality only to the worthy one, and yet it is cursed, and it would kill you if you are not initiated.
Did you expect to find the golden knife at the baths?
Well, Sir Rodney thought that it might be there. Did you observe the knife representations there? They are so extraordinary, and we had hoped... It's a tragedy that he has passed away, taking all of his secrets with him. As soon as I've been released, I will continue Sir Rodney's researches in his memory.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Perhaps you could explain the cult of Mithras to me.
No, there is nothing to say. We are not the worthy ones.
But Sir Rodney believed that he was?
He was wrong. I have visions. The golden knife, the mummy. Oh, it's all my fault.
Calm down, Mr. Garrow.
Garrow is tortured by his obsession with the Mithras curse. He had driven insane, a condition worsened by the medication he's taking. Garrow is melancholic. He is a victim of over-medication, hence the hallucinations and unpredictable behavior. His state has been worsened by the shock of Sir Rodney's death. I think that's the one. Okay. Pool in the bridge.
We should use these metal rings to help us reach the bridge pillar. There might be something behind these leaves. I'll have to find a way of getting there.
So I need to construct the thing.
I should use the appropriate object here.
I have the bow. I can get the rope, which was... Where was the rope? Somewhere here. In the construction books.
those wings on the bridge are perfect targets. This one is ready. This one is ready. The bridge is ready. Now I must cross it.
It's the bridge. Okay. The sounds with it. Oh no! Jesus.
Watson, come here. I have found something.
Are we inside the hidden temple of Mithras, Holmes?
I am not sure. We had better be careful.
Which way should we go, Holmes?
I saw this symbol in the tunnels underneath the Frigidarium.
Okay.
Which way should we go, Holmes?
There ought to be some clues here. Let's take a look around. I saw this symbol in the... I saw...
Yeah. Came from here. Oh no. Huh? Ooh. Jesus. Oh, it's the hierarchy, I think. Yeah. So now there's a arrow, helmet, or this here. Then we have travel scrap or weird thing. Yeah, let's go here. Water. What is next? This is next. A torch. A weird thing, or this, yeah. I'm sorry, did you say something? The last thing is sorcerer's head or whatever it is.
Look, it's the golden knife. But how to get it? This lamp is not old. The oil is still fresh. Perhaps Sir Rodney passed by here.
No, I do not think so. Remember, he went no further than the catacomb underneath the Frigidarium. The murderer left this lamp.
Ooh, interesting.
It's the golden knife. But how to get it?
Watson, I need your help.
Oh, this is cool. Let's lock in Watson. Okay, I can't go away from here. Means I need to find a lever that opens the door for what's, yeah, like this. And get back to this one.
I cannot leave Holmes trapped here alone, even though he did ruin my favorite handkerchief.
Oh. Let's... Does this one do? Okay. He tracks us both in here.
I cannot leave Holmes trapped here alone. Are we inside?
We cannot leave now. We must.
No, but... Yeah. This opens the door. This might go. Oh, there's something really fucking... Oh no, you can't. I'm an idiot.
Are we?
Now, yeah. Let's open.
This mechanism seems inactive.
There's two other here. This one. Yeah. I'm up here. So one opens this one. Doesn't help me. Okay. So I need you here. Open me up. And then just switch to the other. Nice.
The golden knife of Mithras. A long-lost relic has resurfaced. Watson, it is time to conclude this case. Excellent. Now, we should find another way of getting out of here.
So I did it in the reverse order. Okay. Okay. So what do we have? So Rodney's secret was an important discovery, a metaphorical bomb. He could use it as a powerful means of annihilating anyone who stood in his way. He alone might take the fame and the glory. What? Jesus. Whew. Okay, now I need to get some out of there. Means this one. Ah, come on.
This
Hmm. Whew. Well, now's the time. Why would he kill him with the silver knife? Who was with him? Hmm. Arrival. Yeah. Pitkin. Yeah. So I think the Garrow did it actually because of the paranoia. But did he do it with ice or silver? How would he know about the ice weapon though? Let's try this one. He killed Cerrone in a fit of obsession due to his intense nervous state. The only way to ease his suffering was to perform a ritual killing. He used a silver reproduction of the golden knife of Mithras. Send him to the asylum, he's a psychopath. We are unable to determine if his actions were deliberately manipulative or due to genuine illness. He needs to be put away for life, or send him to a sanatorium for appropriate treatment. He cannot be held responsible for his crime, as he was under the strong psychotropic effect of St. John's wort. He may yet be cured. No.
Mr. Garrow, the game is up. I see straight through you.
You see straight... What?
You have a decided talent in mind manipulation. We all believed your comedy. The medication almost tricked me, I'll admit, but all of it was fake. The hallucinations, the hysteria. Mr. Garrow, you are a dangerous psychopath and a clever murderer. The method by which you disposed of the crime weapon...
Oh my god! I killed him!
It is no use to deny it. I despise cowardice in any form.
What will you do with me?
You will be sent to a medical institute, where you will receive the best treatment to facilitate your full rehabilitation.
What the good Dr. Watson is trying to say is, life seclusion in a lunatic asylum awaits you.
I would rather be dead.
That is your choice.
But is it true? No. This one is too big brain for me. Oh. I mean, the steam moisture is bullshit, I think. Because... Yeah, because it was all over his body as well. And he said there shouldn't be as much blood as there was. So it was the ice knife. For sure. But was it Garrow's illness though? He seems like he has genuine illness. Is he angry? He'll surely lose them, for his major discovery will change everything. Will turn the base into a permanent excavation site to preserve the research. Will never achieve the commercial status that Pitkin desires. But the discovery was in the St. Albans. This doesn't seem right. Yeah, it was a cost to his morale because he said he shouldn't go to the archaeological convention or something like that. Linghorn is a deserving specialist who is aware that he is about to be cast aside over a major discovery. He will lose his chance of a life. Yeah, that's it. He killed Sarah Rodney to avenge an abuse of power. The death would be to his financial benefit and would allow him to emerge as a luminary in his field. Yeah, and he wanted to continue his research as well. He used an ice-made reproduction of the golden knife of Mithras. Linghorn knew of Bencliffe's intention to take all of the credit for the discovery of the golden knife. He devised a cunning plan to eliminate Bencliffe, and for this he deserves the role. Or he devoted his life to discovering the golden knife and the credit was about to be stolen by Bentley. If he had been given the opportunity to claim ownership of his discovery, he would not have killed Bentley. No, the son of a bitch.
I'm feeling rather uncomfortable. Why have I been put into these cuffs?
I fear that you had better get used to them, Mr. Blinkhorn. They are your reward for the murder of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe.
What? No, that's a lie.
It is regrettable, for you are a talented archaeologist. I will request that you are placed in a prison where you are unable to dig an escape tunnel. That is, of course, if they decide that you shall live. The consulting detective who salutes your intelligence in performing the perfect crime, yes, but also the gentleman who detests your motivation.
You know nothing.
You wish to be the one who would reveal this to the world.
Is that the golden knife? How?
I also like to dig, you see. I only followed your trail. Such a pity that there is always someone willing to steal your credit, wouldn't you say? And there was the chance of a lifetime. You had to take it. It was not to be shared. But now I am here, and there is no one who will stop the tread of justice, Mr. Blinkhorn. Goodbye.
Yep. So Blinkhorn knew of Bentley's intention to take all of the credit for the discovery of the golden knife. He devised a cunning plan that would not only eliminate his rival, but would award him with the fame of discovery. He used a handmade ice maker to create an ice-made reproduction of the golden knife of Mithras, carried it to the steam room in an ice bucket with champagne, and then, after the murder, dropped the knife onto the floor, allowing it to dissolve into water. The rope is a fitting punishment. Alright. So 70% of people wanted him hanged as well. Guess that makes sense. The epic ranch.
The game is afoot, not a word. Into your clothes and come.
Okay. So that was the third case in this game out of 6. This one was kinda confusing. Or it was too big brain for me. But I got it on the second try, so that's good. Like, all of the choices are believable in these games, which makes the game so good, I think. Well, except the Pitkin one, because it was obvious he wanted to make more money from that as well. So anyway, thank you for coming today, and I will continue this game tomorrow the same time. We'll see if I'll have time for 1 or 2 cases, but if they are as long as this one, I don't think I can take 2 of them. So thank you for coming and goodbye.